Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of year. That's right, we have the brand new 2026 Red Noses. Now, I only have the collector pack here because the money's a bit tight at the minute, but this should give me everything I need for the time being. So stuff I'm just going to go over. First off, the nose itself, it's a very basic nose. Apparently they added the Bagassi to the front so you can draw on it and make your own design, which is, honestly, a lot of people have been hitting on it. I don't mind it that much. It's just like, you could have put that as a rare or something. 1 in 100 chance. Oh, look, you got a rare nose and you can make whatever you want out of it. Bada bing, bada boom. But no, that's literally the whole thing this year. So yeah, that's a bit interesting. As you can see, this is the collector pack. This is what I bought. You get a red nose, 2 design your noses. They must have thought about the collectors here like us, only because they probably wouldn't have given you 2. 1 to leave blank and 1 to actually design on. And of course, the 2 Mr. Doodle noses. Yeah, they collaborated with a social media person named Mr. Doodle. What does he do? How do I put this?
You can blow with this, you can blow with that, you can blow with this, you can blow with that.
Yep, a fairly interesting character. As you can see, it says here, Mr. Doodle has designed 5 special noses for you to find. Who knows which 2 you'll get? Find them, swap them, wear them with pride. And here, there is actually some form of collectability here. As you can see, Mr. Doodle has made 5 different designs for us to get. You get 2 in each pack, 1 being red and 1 being black. So that's something that I'll have to work towards, try and get all 5 of these. I won't be getting them in this video, so you can expect me opening up more collector packs in the near future. Or I'll just cheese it and buy them off eBay, who knows. Inside this pack, there's the classic red nose, funny on the outside, life-changing at its core. It sparked laughter and raised millions, but this year, it's had a little makeover. The first ever design your nose. You've got 2 to doodle, dazzle, and let your self-expression run wild. Grab your markers, stickers, crayons, and who knows what else. So go on, make your mark. Yep, they're re-releasing a red nose, a very basic red nose. I mean, they gotta fill up the 5, since the collector pack usually has 5 noses in them. They could have very easily have just done a 4-nose collector pack like in 2024, but fuck if I'm complaining. Right, enough chit-chat, let's get these bad boys open. Okay, the big reveal. Ready? 3, 2, 1... Whoa, look what we have here. Let's start off with the actual red nose, as you can see here. A very basic, very simple design. They seem to have upgraded the quality of the actual nose themselves here. As you can see here, it says red nose here, and 2026 on the other side here. This honestly gives me a bit of deja vu. You know how at the back of the noses, when you put them on, they have little spots in the back? This is like stripes. Honestly gives me a weird sense of nostalgia. I like this nose, honestly. It's honestly, I'd say this nose is better than the 80s nose. Yep, I said it. Smells quite warm. I don't know why I said that. It just smells a bit warm. Then you have the actual design your nose. Fun fact, someone actually leaked this a while back. Here's the video if anyone's interested. And they managed to get this a month or 2 before it actually came out. I was honestly shocked to my core. The Bagassi is back, but it's only at the front and it's just so you can draw on it. So, I'll let it slide. Here it says the same thing, red nose in 2026. It's basically the same as a regular red nose beyond that. But I think it's pretty interesting. I'll have to see if I can draw on one of these at some point. One of them I'm obviously going to leave blank because, that's just how collectors go. But still, we need to see what we can do with these. Just a small tip for anyone who's getting these things. The Bagassi does kind of get in the way a bit when you're actually trying to put this on. Like, for example, if you want to do it this way, which, honestly, I wouldn't recommend doing it this way anyway, since it kind of damages the nose a bit. So what you want to do, you want to just grab at the back here and just kind of stick it on there. Ignore this doesn't damage or anything. I don't know how they really made this go. It's like super glued on or something. And then we have the 2 Mr. Doodle noses. These are literally just design your noses drawn on by Mr. Doodle. There's 5 different ones to collect. So I have this one and this one. Now, I'm just going to say that, right? The one I really want, honestly, is that one in the middle. My reasoning for that is because he looks like Iggy from Moshi Monsters. But yeah, we have the black one here. I don't know what these are actually meant to be, in all honesty. I know that one's of Mr. Doodle himself, but I don't know about the rest of them. They're just kind of like monsters or creatures and patterns, just that sort of thing. So we have this one. It looks a bit like a one-eyed fish, honestly, but that's just what I think. Again, very simple design. And of course, you have the red one here. Yes, I'm just calling this Black Mr. Doodle design, the red Mr. Doodle. We really need to come up with like short names for these 5, because I can't really be calling them these really long names, can I? But yeah, these are the 2 Mr. Doodle noses. These are pretty cool, honestly. I can't tell if they've been printed on or if they've been actually drawn on, but you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles. I need to see if I can actually get to drawing on one of the design your noses at some point. Now, I'm going to level you. These felts I have are pretty old, so I don't know if they work, but we can always try. No, it works. Right, okay, I'm going to make something then. There you go. A very crudely drawn golden snortle, because I'll never get one in real life. Yeah, excuse how shit this is. I can't draw for anything, especially on some Bagasse, and also, the felt I had are really old, because I haven't used them in years. You know what's worse? Something I didn't even realize. It's on its side. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Probably better. Comic Relief, please give me a proper golden nose, please, please. I've named him Sidetail, just to make things a bit more funny. So there you have it, everyone. A fairly obnoxious set of noses, but I think they work. Now, for the moment everybody's been waiting for. The honest review. Listen, I love Comic Relief, yeah, but we gotta keep the reviews honest, yeah, so that they can take our criticism and improve on it. Because, you know, we are their fans, we want to see them succeed. Like how I hate the 2023 nose and love the 2015 ones. Just, you know, a good example. And as for these noses... okay, they're not that bad. Now listen, I like the fact that they're inspiring creativity with these by just giving the consumers the template for them to draw whatever they want on. It sounds good in theory until you realize they can draw the most crude, inappropriate, and just downright horrendous things they can draw on. Seriously, they can do whatever they want with these. What's more, they can be a lazy sod like me and just make this horrendous beast. I find beyond just the creativity, though, these ones are pretty boring. I can excuse the Bagasse just because you can kind of see why they did it, and one of the noses that didn't need it is still kept completely soft. So, you know, at least they're still thinking about us. I've decided to put this year's noses in a very respectable C for cock. Despite this, these are still going on the nose hat, and I need to buy more because I really want to finish the Mr. Doodle set for some reason. I'm such a fucking dumbass. I'm going to be bankrupt by the age of 20, and it's going to be thanks to these things right here. So there you have it, everyone. An honest review on this year's noses. And, hey, they're pretty decent, honestly. They're really not that bad, or at least as bad as people are saying. So I think you need to get on to the Comic Relief shop and give them a chance. You know, end of the day, it's still Comic Relief, they're still red noses, and they still go to charity. That's a thing that I feel like a lot of people forget sometimes. So, if you want to buy your red nose, click in the descriptions below. They will take you to either Amazon or the Comic Relief shop. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I still need to tell Comic Relief. Put them back in retail. How many times have I got to say this? So get down now and buy yourself a nose, or hell, do what I do and just buy the whole freaking set. Why not, man? And that's it. That's the whole video. I thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. And I will see you very soon, I think. Bye-bye.